Princess Sarissa here. When we last left off, I just finished the pirate hideout cave, got some treasure in there. I said I'd meet you back out at my ship, and we're going to head to the Wind Shrine. We're going to heal up at the Wind Shrine, but mainly we're going toward the Wind Shrine just to meet 2 more monsters that we can meet around this area. So might as well fill out our bestiary. And here they are, the Stray Cat and the Nutkin. Stray Cat is in the lower left there. Stats are appearing, and of course the Nutkin is the squirrel monster that has the little nut. So both vanilla enemies, not really a problem at all. And here's the Nutkin's information popping up here now. Now that we've taken care of the Stray Cat and the Killer Bee. I'm going to just let this battle go on for a little bit so you can pick out the information. Any one of our spells will take care of it. And here we are. Now before we head to our next dungeon, the canal, what we're going to do is just head to the Wind Shrine, and we can heal ourselves up here for free at this healing pot. I did a little grinding off screen. I got my characters, their skill level up to level 2. So now they're working on level 3 black magic. I just mainly did the grinding just to get a little bit more MP. I gained, I think, 2 levels for each of the characters. So here we are, we're now at the canal. And remember that Whiskers got the key from Zoc. And now he just opens up the canal door. Whiskers, where in Tarnation did you get the key? Doesn't matter, let's get going. And yes, so now, very first straightforward little dungeon here. I'm using little finger quotes. It's a straight sail away here. Can't get lost at all. It's just navigate the little canal. There's 2 different enemies that we can meet in here. The first here is the Octoraken. Surprisingly, they are not weak to lightning. But so use whatever spell you want. I'm just using lightning because pretty much you know, it seems fitting, you know, that you get the sea creatures with lightning. Most sea creatures tend to have that lightning weakness, so it doesn't matter. It's a very short dungeon, so don't worry about, you know, your MP, really. So, I'm just going to continue to head through this canal. I'll edit out all the battles that we've already seen. And here's the other new enemy, the Sucker enemy. This one actually is weak to lightning, so even a multi-targeting lightning spell will hit them all. And what's really weird is that all the enemies are attacking Faris, but we were told that the canal monsters only attack women. So I don't know if that person in the town was lying, or maybe there's a bug in the game or something, but yeah, for some reason they're really attacking Faris. I also hit Lena a little bit there, so we're just going to heal them both up. The 2 boys, Whiskers and Galaf, they weren't damaged at all, but we have a little boss monster coming up here. When you get to this narrow strait, you want to just heal yourselves up. And we're going to run into our second boss monster of the game. And because we're all black mages, this boss monster is going to go down real easy. Hey, what's that? Oh no, the sealed monster. Yeah, remember that kid was talking about they sealed the monster with the crystal? Well, now that the crystal's broken, I guess the monster is free. Thunder and typhoons, the rudder ain't responding. You better figure something out fast. We're getting drawn in. And we get drawn into the whirlpool. And we spin around and get really dizzy. And more importantly, we have to fight a boss. Uh-oh. Sildra. Sildra, what's wrong? Oh, I gotta do my pie voice. Look alive, something's coming. And there we have boss number 2, Karlapas. And, he's gonna fall real easily to lightning. 5 hits of lightning will take him out. So, easy living. It doesn't even matter that Lena there was paralyzed. He shouldn't get more than 2 turns. So, yep. Black Mage is the way to go. Just hit that elemental weaknesses, and before you know it, this boss is finished, and we are done in this dungeon. Yay! Victory is ours! One thing you know is boss monsters do not give any experience. So, there's like a low-level game that you can go through in this without really gaining any levels. And that's because bosses ain't going to give experience. So, I'm going to do a playthrough of that much later on, but I'm going to worry about this one first. Oh, there's Sildra! Sildra! I'm sure she's okay. She's a fighter, and you know it. Yar, Sildra! Let me go, I say. Get off. Sildra! Oh no, she's stuck in the whirlpool with that monster. Now what's gonna happen to her? Now what's gonna happen to us? Nothing. We're gonna be stuck here. The wind ain't blowing, and now Sildra ain't around to pull our ship. What's gonna happen? Uh-oh. How's Ferris? As well as can be expected. We should leave him be. Well, let's cross our paths for Sildra. The ship is just drifting with the current. Wonder where we'll end up. Ferris, surely Sildra is still out there, alive somewhere. Ferris can just hang her head. And we're going to end up in probably my favorite dungeon in the game. One thing I don't really like about this game is the dungeons. Doesn't really have really good dungeons, but this is a real unique dungeon. Really fun, really interesting. Yeah, favorite one in the game. It might be one of my favorite in all the Final Fantasy series. So here it is, the ship's graveyard. Where is this? The graveyard of the sea. A gathering place for ruined and scuttled ships, and a nest for the undead. Brr, all the more reason to hot-foot it out of here. It's a relatively short dungeon, but it's comprised of like a whole bunch of like wrecked ships. So we'll be jumping in between ships. We'll be going on the decks of ships, and then we'll going in the ships, and it's really neat. It also has two areas where we can get free resting. So if you head back into the bottom of into Ferris's room here in this ship, in your ship, you get a free in. So that's good because like I said, we just had that boss monster, and Ferris was brought down to single-digit hit points by the that tail screw. So heal yourselves up before you start this dungeon. So we're gonna kind of be walking around broken ship parts and jumping from ship to ship, jumping between the outside of the ships to the inside of the ships. And here we have a secret area. You just jump in where that empty rock is, hit the A button, and it takes you to a secret treasure and the Flail. It's a good weapon for like white mages. It does varying damage, but it can hit really hard if it gets a strong hit. It does a lot of damage compared to most other weapons. And like we were told at the beginning of this dungeon, a lot of undead enemies in this area, so fire and lightning going to be really important. So gonna head on in here. Now we're gonna actually go into the ship because we can't go above the ship anymore because it's kind of broken up in pieces. And first we're gonna head into this little doorway here, get some more treasure, a tent here to heal ourselves up. Luckily we won't have to use this tent because we're gonna have another free healing about halfway through the dungeon. So yep, don't worry about your spells, your magic points, because you're going to get a free healing halfway through this dungeon. It's not a long dungeon either. Do we have to go this way? We'll get soaked. What are you, going to melt or something? Come on. Yep, so now, luckily our characters can hold their breath for a long time, and we'll see that much later in the game. we have another underwater dungeon. And yeah, we're going through the I guess the hull of the ship, the lower decks of the ships. We got some hidden treasure here in this crate with the skull on it. Got some gil. And I'm gonna head back up, down and up. And there are some holes in this in the floor. You don't want to. You've got to watch where you step because you don't want to fall in the holes and get brought down to a different level. So just follow the way I'm walking, and you'll be fine. We're gonna head this way first, so we can loop around and get a hidden treasure down here. And we're gonna meet new enemies, the Kalkareth. I'll put their stats up once we take care of these the skeletons first. So once again, use your fire spells. And here's something new. Since we only played Final Fantasy 2 before this, we have back attacks. It's like sneak attacks in Final Fantasy 2, but in this one, it attacks us so our rows are reversed. So now our black wizards are going to take more damage because they're technically in the front row here. So, yep, it's a new little thing, back attacks. So, well, we gained a level there, and just going to sneak around here and get this. It's kind of hidden treasure. It's a little dark, being underwater. So, had some more skeletons there. Just edit them out. I'm just going to get back on track, going to head through this door. And now we're just going to head into the lighted doorway here. And we're going to get going down here a little deeper into the water. Another set of stairs. This one has a lot of those empty floors, so we're going to go around. We don't want to go straight for that treasure chest. We're going to get it from the side. Another potion. Head back up into dry land. Woohoo! We're out of the bowels of the ship, so now we can head in and dry off, really. And here's our second healing point, free healing point. I'm soaked. Yow, there's a fish in me shorts. This room seems safe enough. Let's take a rest. I'm gonna go change into dry clothes. No peeking. Now, I wonder where she got dry clothes. I mean, everything she would have had would have got wet. Well, I guess the boards will just dry off in the, next to the fire. Okay, time to get dry. Come on and join him, Faris. I'm fine like this, don't worry about me. But the one who's so worried about getting wet, now you don't want to dry off? That don't make sense, Faris. Are you crazy, boy? You'll catch pneumonia in them clothes. Hey, what are you doing? Get away, don't touch. Uh-oh, what's going on? What's all the commotion? Yow, Lena, Oh, my stars and comets, he's a she. Well, maybe I am. You got a problem with it? Of course not, just why were you trying to hide it? Yeah, it turns out that Faris is actually a girl. That's why the monsters were attacking her in the canal. When I was just a lass, a pirate band took me in. I've been one of them ever since. Yeah, so? Well, would you want to be the only girl on a ship full of pirates? I guess not. Right, yeah. And I guess that's why Gallif and Whiskers were like kind of falling in love with her there. They thought she was really pretty because she was a girl. Anyway, make fun of me for really being a woman and I'll shiver your timbers. Okay. So yeah, now we actually have two girls in our party, Lena and Faris. Equal representation of the genders. That's right, it's okay. Now I'm turning in and you louts had best do the same. Oop, jump right into bed. Let's figure the beds would be dirty, you know, being in this place forever. Oh well, I guess when you're tired, you're tired. And yes, we get our second free healing potion of this dungeon. And everybody slept like a log, and Gallus being silly. Hey, old man, that's enough lollygagging from the likes of you. On your feet, let's go. Well, bah. If you aren't gonna dress like a girl, and you're sure the real shame to hide such assets, you could at least talk like one. Huh, no point in trying to change her. Faris is who she is. That's for certain. And here we are. We're all good and ready to go and finish this dungeon up. We have a save point here. Might as well use it. Save ourselves up here. As you can see, that's where I have a little bit extra playtime because, like I said, I did that little bit of grinding. And we're just gonna head back up to the surface. Another empty room here. And here we are back in the surface. So we're just gonna hop across that little I guess a little plank, little mass section over there. And to the right's a dead end, so don't worry about jumping on that stone. Just gonna head down through these little planks here, and then hop across these stones, and then we'll go into our last treasure room here. And we want to make sure we pick up this map. We now attain the world map, and now when we're outside this dungeon in the world map, we can just hit the Y button, and that'll bring up our world map. And we're gonna open up some treasures here. These are the last treasures of the area. And we got some undead husks. This is not the last enemy in the area. There is a rare monster. If we don't find it in here, I'm gonna farm it off screen. Probably in the next episode because this one's running a little bit long. I'll finish up this dungeon. Those monsters were pretty good to farm against because I saw they can drop elixirs, and elixirs are really good, especially for late game. So, yeah, good item to get. They heal your hit points and magic points 100%. So they're really good when you gain some levels and you have a lot of hit points and magic points. So pretty easy to farm off of those creatures there. So we're just gonna hop some stones and open this treasure, which doesn't give us treasure, but it exposes the rest of this broken down ship. And we're gonna head up this ship and we're gonna get ready for the boss of this dungeon. Yep, 2 dungeons and 2 bosses in one episode. Wow. What's going on? Something's fishy about this place, and it ain't cod. He had a little pun. Not as good as Milo Wibbly Fibs and Cosmo Augie and Beans puns and Marty's. Whiskers, come closer. Mom? Yeah, that's Stella from the cutscene that we saw back in Tool. The green-haired lady. Whiskers' mom. What's she doing here? Uh-oh. Who's this now? Hey, it's the King of Tycoon, Lena's father. We last saw him in the Wind Shrine. Lena, why is Faris going over there? That's weird. I don't know. Now we got some blonde girl. Grandpa over here. We haven't met her before. We've seen the other 2 people. Who's that? I just can't remember. That's right, yeah, Gallif, she doesn't remember anything about who he is. Huh. Uh-oh. What's going on? Uh-oh, this doesn't sound good. Who's that spooky lady? Just let us have your soul. Become one of us. She must be like the queen of the undead here. Demon, what are you? Oh, I didn't expect any of you to escape the effects of my magic. Greetings, I am Siren. I'm afraid your companions' souls now belong to me. Still, I'm feeling generous. I could be convinced to spare yours if you ran home quietly. You think I would abandon these kids? Fat chance, Missy. Why would you risk your life for these people? Because they're my friends. Yep, this evil siren of mythology, the one that called sailors to their doom. Don't be deceived by her illusions. And so Gallup's gonna wake up all the party members here. He's gonna wake them up and shake them out of their little stupor. And then I guess they're gonna get their energy or their souls back. Whisker snaps out of it. Lena comes to her senses. Faris leaves her trance. Galuf. Uh-oh, here it comes. And here we have our third boss, Siren. And Siren has two different forms. This form where she's in the blue dress, she's a regular enemy. She's weak against physical attacks. So what we're going to do here, because our black mages don't have really physical attacks, we're just going to keep ourselves healed up and defend if needed. And we're just going to wait until she switches forms and becomes undead. See, we can't really hurt her in this form. However, while she becomes undead, she'll become weak to fire. And at that point, we're going to exploit her elemental weaknesses and just start raining fire down on her. So yeah, after a little bit of time, she's going to become undead. And this is the time when we can attack. Now, if we were having a physical party, like we had a bunch of knights, you'd want to do the other way and just attack when she's in the regular form. Galuf will just be our healer because he's been silenced. He can't cast magic, so he's going to heal people up when it's his turn with potions. Shouldn't take too long, about 6 hits with fire. And you get different drops depending on when you defeat Siren. If you defeat Siren undead, you get a bronze shield. If you defeat Siren when she is in her blue dress in the alive status, then you get a bronze armor. Neither of them are important for us right now because we can't use shields or the armor. So we'll have to just take her out while she's weak. And that's what we did. So we'll sell that bronze shield. And here we go. Galuf, you saved us. I owe you my life. Don't sweat it. Aw, you're blushing. I'm doing nothing of the sort. Yay! That's our fourth dungeon, really. If you count the pirate's hideout. Who forgot to, gonna use one of those antidotes we found in that final, treasure area. I'm going to head outside, we're going to save our game, and then I'm going to head back in here real quick in our next episode, and just farm that one last rare monster, and show it off. So, we're back on the world map here, we can save, and we can enter this dungeon again in our next episode to farm that rare monster. Take care, minions, have a good day, bye!